Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1013. Hello, it is Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on earth. It's part 2 today of my 4-part series with the wonderful Seattle singer-songwriter Kye Alfred Hillig. We'll hear some more music from him, talk to him some more. Plus, we hear from Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman,
Mike's Daily Podcast,
John Deere the engineer, and we've got Haley back with the Daily Hayleigh.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Well, I never thought that I would say this. I never, ever thought I would say the words. I missed getting up at 4 a.m. and driving to work. Such bliss. There really must be something amiss, especially since I just left work 8 hours earlier.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Being at work means your wallet will get burlier.
Mike's
Then your bills
Daily
make sure that
Podcast.
don't last for long.
Yeah!
But you know all about that. Since I last spoke to you, Glenn Frey passed away. That was a shock. David Bowie was a shock. Alan Rickman was a shock. They were all in their 60s. What the heck? And just completely unexpected. Glenn Frey of the Eagles had such a he had such a health craze going on for a while. He was doing commercials for a fitness place. He was all buffed up and working out, and around the song, it was True Love was that one song that was kind of a hit for him. He had a lot of solo stuff other than the Eagles. You Belong to the City for Miami Vice, Smuggler Blues, which Miami Vice used him as an actor. He acted on that show. He had The One That Loves You. There's some... It had that sort of sax thing going on it. It was a mellow tune. All right. Anyway, what I just can't believe, the internet is run by teenagers and 20 numb things. They when they broke the news about Glenn Frey, they attributed him as the lead singer of all these Eagles songs that he was not the lead singer of. He did not sing lead on Desperado. That was Don Henley. Hello. All right. But yeah, Glenn Frey. He did sing Take It Easy. And I'm Already Gone. And he was on vocals on a lot of things. Did not sing Hotel California. No, that was Don Henley. Podcastro Valley is doing something. I didn't know they did this. They have fix-it clinics. They did their first one, about a year ago. What you do is you bring your broken, non-functioning things, electronics, small appliances, computers, toys, bicycles. They are assessed, then they are disassembled and possibly repaired, rather than just throwing them out. It's all put on by the Castro Valley Sanitary District, or what they call CV San. They've got a workspace at these things, specialty tools, and guidance to help people disassemble and troubleshoot the items. Whether it says here on their website, whether you fix it or not, attendees learn more about how it was manufactured and how it worked. Children must be monitored by a parent adult at all times. I guess they're going to do more of these in the future. I think that's fascinating, because our society has gotten too much into the whole, it doesn't work, throw it out. No. If it doesn't work, donate it to the thrift store and someone else can figure it out that wants to buy it at cheap. No. Try and figure stuff out on your own. It makes us a smarter nation. Other parts of the world, they get our stuff that we've chucked and sent to, recycling facilities. Those facilities sell it to, third world countries, and people there then fix it and reuse it and get money for it. I saw some documentary about that. Thought that was interesting. Things that are not recycled, things that are discarded often include, in this world, oddly enough, shopping carts. When I had Donica Knight on, the singer, songwriter, country singer, she was saying, hey, how come in California, because she was visiting California from Alabama, she's like, how come in California you got all your push buggies? I'm like, your what? Push buggies. Oh, you mean the grocery cart thing. Shopping cart. Yeah, those things. How come they're... Oh, look who just walked in. Wow.
Hello, McMatthews. It's Chely Shoehart. Why are you talking about shopping carts?
Because yesterday I took Bart to work. And Bart goes along this area that it kind of goes above the train tracks from San Leandro to Fremont. And there are along that stretch, there's lots of graffiti and lots of shopping carts, just sort of abandoned shopping carts in the weirdest places, knocked over, and whatever the contents were holding in the shopping cart, lots of trash bags, coats, and other detritus just chucked everywhere.
The what?
Detritus?
Detritus?
Yeah, detritus.
Oh.
That's a good question. Am I saying that right?
Detritus.
I am! Well, I have to put more of a detritus.
Detritus.
Thank you, computer woman.
Detritus.
Oh, I thought she was going to say you're welcome. Oh. Anyway. Cafe, anyway. Stephen Hawking said yesterday that we're doomed. The world is doomed. Is it because of all the shopping carts being just abandoned everywhere? And, you know, by the way, shopping carts, those cost like $500 each now. When you take one, you're actually committing a felony. So that's it. And you know what? Here's another weird thing. I didn't realize that. BART is free. There I was writing BART all these years and paying through the nose. No, BART is free. I get off of BART last night, and there I go to swipe with my Clipper card to pay for, you know, get through the little turnstile thing. Well, it's not a turnstile. It's these little plastic things that come out from the left and right that stop you from going through, even though you can just jump over them. But there's, to the far right, there's this door. And this guy gets off of BART and he just walks right through that door. Didn't even pay. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that was an option. It says on the door, emergency use only, but... And you go through that door and no alarms go off or anything. He just walked right out. Whatever. Guess there was an emergency going on I didn't know about. Stephen Hawking may be right with all the doom and gloom because people are just walking through doors without any sort of rhyme or reason. He's also 74, so, you know, maybe he's closer to doom and gloom than the rest of us. Who knows? It just seems like people, the older they get, the more they talk about how the world's going to hell in a handbasket and it's going to end soon. When I went to Baptist school as a little kid in the early 80s, all I kept hearing from all the old people at the Baptist school was Armageddon, Revelations, etc. Of course, a lot of churches use Revelation to get more money. Because they're like, oh, the end of the world is coming. You need to repent. Give us all your money. It's strange how that happens. Oh, look who else just walked in. Hello, Mike. This is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Have you changed your password yet? Oh, yeah, that place in it's Los Gatos / Data. They said that there are people are using Star Wars references as their passwords lately. And that the top password is still like QWERTY, which is, of course, the letters that you get, the top row of letters on a keyboard, the first 6 of letters. Nobody ever talks about the UIOP, though, that come after that. A lot of people still use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, the row of numbers on the top. And welcome. They use the word welcome a lot for some reason. Okay, well, welcome to the show. We got Kye Alfred Hillig coming up in just a moment. And then Daily the Daily Haley at the end. It's all a perfect podcast. And you can find out more about the podcast at mikesdailypodcast.com with links to all the places to listen to the show. If you want to help us out and you're going to buy something on Amazon, go through that link there to Amazon, and that helps us out and doesn't change the way you shop. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you a discount, but it doesn't add to the price of what you were going to buy anyway. And then there's also the PayPal if you want to help us out. And if you do that, you become an Inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster, and all the Cafe Anyway characters send you a special greeting and other detritus. Then there is the whatever else. Oh, the podcast picture, my past interviews, all that there at mikesdailypodcast.com. Check it out. If you do listen to us on iTunes, make sure to rate the show and rank it, and more people find out about us and we don't languish as much in obscurity. Obscurity, so scary. Okay, here we go with part 2 of my Into an Interview with Kye Alfred Hillig.
Into an Interview.
I'm speaking with Kye Alfred Hillig. He is in Seattle or Tacoma? Wait, where are you right now?
Tacoma area. My home is in Sumner, Washington, which is very close to Tacoma.
Ah, okay. What's fun to do there?
To act like you're in the Happy Days.
Like the TV show?
Yeah, it feels that way. It feels very kind of Mayberry, Happy Days kind of thing. It's got a main street that looks like it was, erected sometime in the 50s, and it's too white. It's too white in some ways.
Well, there are places like that in America. I guess I like the multicultural thing. With all...
I do too. It makes me feel more comfortable. But
yeah.
But there's no gates that seem to be keeping anybody out. But there's something afoot. I can't quite put my finger on.
There's something strange beneath the seedy underbelly of Tacoma, Washington.
Yeah, I'm looking at the realtors first and foremost, but we'll see.
Oh, because the realtors are bringing in...
I don't know. I'm casting aspersions throughout on them. It's not something I can back up.
To me, sometimes, Kye Alfred Hillig, you look like a detective from the film noir days, and that and that you're narrating a book somewhere. Like, she walked in, she had nice gams or whatever.
Nice gams. That's a good term. I like that. I do like the word rube a lot when talking in reference to somebody I think is kind of a fool. I like saying that they're a rube.
Rube. Yeah. That is a good term. I
like that.
There might be some politicians right now that you see all over the TV who would address as that.
There's probably numerous ones, I would guess.
And last time I saw you, you came to my house and you were there with Pete Jordan.
I was, yeah.
And we had a good time. We laughed.
We did. We listened to ELO.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We were discussing Jeff Lynne and his crazy production.
Yeah. He's incredible.
Wow. Have you met any classic rock artists?
Maybe some. Nothing's coming to mind though. I definitely have not met ELO because I would remember that.
You did do a thing recently, like a tribute to the band.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was in Seattle.
Yeah, I was at Seattle at the Neptune Theater there. It was a big production. It was I think it was like an 18 or 19 piece band, and all songs by the band. And I did this Wheels on Fire.
I saw that video. That was amazing.
It was a ton of fun. Yeah, it was great. Being backed up by a band that large, it's got a little brass to it, you can really feel it.
Yeah, no, your performance is great, and that's a song I don't typically hear that often. I always
that's
hear
my favorite one.
Yeah, that's a great song. Thanks for doing that one instead of The Wait.
Yeah. I actually was not terribly interested in doing that one. They were nice enough to let me choose, and I chose this Wheels on Fire, and that's the one that's always kind of gotten to me. So
I think last year I may have interviewed the guy that helps do. Who's the guy that puts that on? Do you know?
Oh, well, Jason Samford and Bill Nordwall that played on this record that we're talking about. They put it on.
Oh, okay. And Jason was in what's his other band?
He was in a band called XOXO.
That's right.
Yeah. They recently broke up. I think in the last half year or so, sometime.
That's right. I spoke with them about Art Bell.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then something really weird happened after that, Kye.
You were abducted?
I was abducted by aliens, and I woke up. My underwear around my ankles, and I don't want to go into the rest. But no.
That's very, very nice of you.
Actually, the radio station where I'm at right now, where I'm able to use their studio to record this wonderful interview, the engineer for this place, he's been with this radio station for like 30 years or something. He retired like a few weeks after I did that interview and moved to the town where Art Bell lives, and like Art Bell lives down the street from him, and they go and visit each other all the time.
That's amazing. I would love to have like a beer or a meal with Art Bell, but there's no way that would be a dull conversation.
And it's funny because a lot of guys, it's mostly men. Women don't know who Art Bell is. They just don't. That's like, why would they even? They're like, you're talking about who?
Yeah, most sane people don't know who Art Bell is.
But I have another friend, Eric, who actually he directs plays near Pleasanton, and he's a total Art Bell fan. He's like, I remember listening the night that he said it was his last show, and he was leaving because he was being followed by the FBI,
Yeah.
Art Bell. So Jason Samford, that's right, and he's also playing on your record.
Yeah, he played the drums and the mandolin on this recording.
Awesome.
And Bill did keys. He was one of the keys gentlemen from the Last Waltz, and Bill took up the keys on this record.
Well, I was going to play the song. You have this streaming right now on your Bandcamp, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be up for just a little bit. We're pulling it down in like a week and a half or something.
Oh, okay. So people...
We're kind of just giving little teasers and then pulling them off. Hopefully there's some sort of teasing that's gone on.
I'm all teased up. You've teased my hair.
Good. And it served its purpose, yeah. I'm sure you look like a troll doll.
If I had hair, I'd be teased up.
I would love that.
Louder Blonde. Where did the name for this song come from?
That's one that I had written a while back, some years back, that kept trying to make it onto stuff. So I don't remember exactly. I do know that it was. It's kind of a song about kind of the grass is always greener, so to speak, and kind of like some of these folks that I knew that were kind of always hopping from one rock to another. So that's kind of what it was in reference to.
You know, I know a guy like that. Like, he's never happy. And he's got all the he's younger than me. He's got his hair. He's tall. Women like flock to him, and he's just not happy. He's a miserable guy. He's got a good job, makes good money. I don't get it.
Turns out investing in things that have value, you find meaning there somehow. I don't know why.
That's true and profound, and it belongs in a song.
Maybe I'll write another one to really drive the point home.
Well, let's listen to Louder Blonde from Kye Alfred Hillig, which will be on his new album Great Falls Memorial Interchange, which comes out February 26th. And he's doing a show at Connor Byrne in Ballard.
On that day. Yeah, on February 26th.
In Washington. Yeah, I gotta wash my socks. Before that.
Yeah, I grew up with people that actually talk like that. So.
Yeah, they're all over the place with their
washing. They would also say crick instead of creek.
fun people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn off the car, close up the door. I love you more than
All right, Kye Alfred Hillig, as we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And the podcast picture is of Floyd the Floorman and I. We were discussing Haley and Kye Alfred Hillig and all the other cool things that happen on the show. Yeah, Mike, I'm really blown away by all the content on this show, the wonderful content, because I'm Floyd the Floorman. It's true, Mike. He talks about it constantly. Is that true, John Deere, the engineer? It's true. He talks about that and other detritus. And speaking of detritus...
The Daily Haley. The almost Daily Haley.
Alright, here we go. It's Daily Haley. We haven't done this in a while.
And we're back. Ah, applause.
Applause! That's so blasé. How are you today, Haley?
Decent.
What did you do on your weekend, even though that was years and years ago?
My parents were sick the whole weekend, so I've kind of been caring for them, making food and stuff.
What kind of food do you make them when they are sick?
Stuff they can eat.
What, like, specifically, like soups?
No, I made spaghetti one night, and then I don't remember what I made the other night. But it's stuff so they had, like, my dad is getting over a sickness, and my mom is, like, she pulled something in her arm, so she can't really do anything.
Oh.
So it's not like they need food to get better. They just can't cook food.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're like the cook now.
Well, they should be better now, hopefully.
What do you make things, like, for yourself? Do you make, like, a sandwich or
I've made a sandwich, yeah.
do you make whale blubber?
I have made whale blubber, yeah, from scratch.
How does that taste? It's
Blubbery.
I heard that when you eat whale blubber, the more you chew, the bigger it gets in your mouth.
Cool.
Till it takes over the world. Dramatic sound thing here. Over here.
Oh, we're back to this again.
Okay. Do you remember the time I recorded us doing that? And
then, like, you didn't actually record any of the sound effects.
So I had to go back and record and, like, listen for our cues for the sound effects and then drop them in. It took forever. People don't realize the amount of work that was. And then, so you took care of your parents, and then you played video games.
Yeah.
Did you celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday? Oh, no, we worked that day,
Yeah,
huh?
I worked that day.
I saw you later.
I saw you! It was incredible! Mumbled these words at you! Unintelligible! Ma 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 ma!
That sounds like it could be a good song.
Ma 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 ma! It is. It's Presidents of the United States of America.
No, it's not. It's yours. And you're going to make it into a song that we will all listen to.
I'm sorry, it's already been made.
No. Here's some paper and a pen. Write a song. Go ahead. Here's a beat you can use. I just came up with this. Ignore that man that's singing. Ignore the singing part there.
It sounds like a lovely man.
Apparently he and Boy George got it on a couple months ago.
Really? A couple months ago?
That's what Boy George said. He said, yeah, Prince came to my concert and afterwards we got it on.
Nice.
So that's 80s icons still have attractions to each other. That's an interesting topic. We could talk about that. I just got distracted by the reflection of my shiny bald head in the plastic over here. I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's my bald, shiny
it's your
head.
Shiny bald head.
And I'm wearing like a white shirt today, so I'm reflective today. Very reflective.
So here's a topic of conversation.
Okay.
Over the last couple days, the British Parliament has gotten together in debates to determine if they're going to ban Donald Trump from the country.
Yeah!
And the argument seemed to be like, yeah, this guy sucks. My favorite statement that was said is that he should not be banned. In fact, he should be invited to the UK and ridiculed.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Because that's what they were doing anyway. They're just like, this guy sucks. He's ridiculous. Bollocks, I think, was thrown around multiple times.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Oh, it was fabulous. I watched like some highlights. Huffington Post had a video that had some of the highlights of what people were saying.
That sounds like wonderful viewing.
It's pretty fabulous.
I am so happy the British hate Trump.
Yeah, I mean, we do too.
We do. I mean, you and I do. There are people in weird parts of the country where they love him.
Where they talk like this.
Yeah. See,
and then you get all mad because I keep talking in a southern drawl.
Oh, God, stop
and
that.
It takes me around 10 or 11 minutes to get through what I'm trying to say. And
it's too
then
much.
afterwards, I gotta go down and pick up the cow pies. And then we have dueling banjos there you can play.
Oh, that was you were leading to that. Oh, okay.
That's not even funny.
Okay, Obama wasn't pleased by what you just said.
And then...
Do you have it on this screen, though? I don't see it on this screen.
No, it's just in the library, probably.
We have a screen outside here. I'm going completely into the network in order to find it.
He's hacking right now. He's also a mile away from the mic.
I'm way over here. How about now? How about... Do you hear it now?
No.
How about now?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So this part of the show, we're going to dedicate to the hard workers of America that go and find things, that are researchers. Yay! And turn it off now so we don't get dinged by YouTube. Oh, no!
Dun, 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 dun. And then I'll go feed the chickens, and then I'll go feed the pigs, and then I'll go check on the baby cows that I have picked up in little tiny cages, and I'll kill some of them for veal. I don't really know what veal is, but them fancy city folks seem to pay a lot of money for it.
Oh, he's driving away. He's gone. Okay,
It
thanks.
is jalopy.
That little jalopy drove away.
Bueller.
I've never found a
Bueller.
situation to use that sound effect.
What I love about it, listen, you can hear the hum of the TV screen that it was recorded off of.
Bueller.
No, I thought that was, I thought it was... I've never seen Ferris Bueller. But I just assumed that scene takes place in like a classroom or something with fluorescent lights.
Oh, you're so young.
Yeah, well,
it is in a room with
I've
fluorescent
had
lights.
people younger than me yell at me for not watching Ferris Bueller.
Younger than you?
Yeah.
There are people younger than you?
Yeah, believe it or not.
What, they were
Do you
just
feel
born
old now?
They were just born yesterday? Yes, literally, they were born yesterday. I do feel old.
There were literally people born yesterday. It's kind of weird to think about people are still being born. And they'll be old enough to hold jobs before either of us are dead.
That's crazy. That's amazing that people born today will live into the next century.
Probably.
A good chunk of them will.
A fair amount.
It's interesting that people born today will know a world where they'll go, there was a thing called radio. What's that?
Yeah, they'll be like, radio?
Why did we listen to radio? What was that about? And it'll be weird. Anyway, Cafe Anyway. We're outside here of Cafe Anyway. I want to thank you for bringing up the British Parliament wanting to ban Trump.
It was a wonderful thing to see.
Because I think British people realize, the English realize, that you can't go with that sort of attitude like Trump has and just automatically, because Trump is he's acting like he's in a bar fight where you just grab anything like a bottle. First hit is the blunt injury.
And after that, it's slashing damage.
Slashing damage. He's just grabbing whatever he can to try and get there.
Yeah.
You know, he even said it at the debate where he said, yeah, I'm bringing up that Ted Cruz was born in Canada because he's ahead of me. I've got nothing else against him. He's a nasty man. I don't know.
Yeah, so the British Parliament, like, it was a combination of saying, you know, Donald Trump is absolutely outrageous. Everything that he said is it's dumb and uneducated and ridiculous. And then the other half were saying his opinions are downright dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's not because of his specific opinions. It's the people who say, yeah, you know, that's a good thing to say. I am glad someone is finally speaking their mind.
Right. KKK is behind him. Mm-hmm. They want to pick him up and ride him around on their little ponies, but they can't really see because of the little holes in the sheets.
Yeah.
They're going to ride into the river.
Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Good fucking riddance.
Did you swallowed your cuss there?
Mm-hmm.
You were about to say it and then you just said no.
I censored myself.
You said nay to that cussing. Oh, sound effects. That was I can't find the rim shot anymore.
Honestly, when you have the KKK party and the neo-Nazi party both on your side, you kind of want to step back and go, maybe these ideals that I've held up are kind of racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not watching Saturday Night Live because they had him on as a guest. Really? I am so mad at Saturday Night Live. Are they funny anymore?
I don't think so. I don't know.
See, I'm old, and usually when you get old, that's when you go, Saturday Night Live's not funny anymore. But I still enjoyed Saturday Night Live. I think Bill Hader was hilarious when he was on.
Don't be a hater.
He's so good.
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
He does these. I'll show you some things on YouTube that he's done. He's just got this really. He's the voice of some character, the Meatballs guy. Meatballs with a Cloudy Chance of Meatballs movie. He's that voice guy.
That's cool.
And he does a great Italian guy. Scusi.
Saturday Night Live did do a comedic sketch that was absolutely hilarious.
They do comedic sketches on that show?
You know how they have the little bits that they'll film outside of the...
Oh, yeah.
But they did one with Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, and it was an Undercover Boss parody.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, it is hilarious.
Let's stop and watch it now.
Okay.
No, we're not going to do that.
Darn it.
You want me to bring it? You want me to find it on the YouTube? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, we'll watch it after we're done with this segment.
But then I gotta pull the mic stand way over here.
We'll watch it after we're done with this segment. We're not gonna play it while we're...
all right, thank you.
But
I had nothing. I didn't even open up the internet yet.
Anyway, we should...